Yeah. I'm struggling right now. I'm gonna start over. Hold on. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Miss Black Beauty, whatever you wanna call me, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so yeah, this video is up pretty late. I'm pretty much gonna be, it's probably gonna be about midnight. I don't really know, depending on how well I do this video. Hopefully I can do it in one take. But this is Vlogmas day 5, as you can see. I'm not really very energized right now. This is kind of appropriate. I'm feeling kind of appropriate for this moment. I kind of wanted to just take a moment to kind of like not be so silly, but kind of be a little bit serious, just because the topic today is handling holiday stress. I just think that it's a really relevant topic right now, especially because, you know, it is the holidays, and then we have we're in a pandemic, so that's another factor in stress, and it's the holidays. And then, you know, we've been in this pandemic for 2 years now, and it doesn't even feel like it. Feels like it's really been one to me. But anyway, today I'm feeling a little bit it's okay to acknowledge your feelings, and I feel like with this video, I feel like it's really appropriate, mainly because work. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I just, you know, work didn't end really well, so it kind of put me behind. But that's not why I'm upset, though. I was going to just do a different video, and this was scheduled today, so I was like, this is probably God telling me to go ahead and do this video, because the way I feel right now, I just don't want to do it. I'm just like, oh, I'm just gotta breathe. So that's why I'm like, maybe God's telling me to go ahead and do this video, because there's somebody out there that is probably feeling what I feel right now. Anyway, so let's get into the video. I don't want to talk too long, because I know y'all be skipping this part probably. Anyway, so let's get into the video. So today's video is on handling holiday stress, and it necessarily doesn't have to just be holiday stress. It could just be stress in general. It's just seems like people are more stressed around this time of year because of all the things they're trying to accomplish, and just it's just a busy time of year, and it's a very emotional time of year. So stress and depression and anxiety and mental health in general is like something that I value talking about, because I'm a baby social worker. I graduated my BSW degree last year. It was last year. So I kind of like have a special place in my heart for mental health and just self-care and all that kind of stuff, you know. So anyway, so I just wanted to talk about it because, you know, we living in some rough times right now, and like the call I had is a result of that, and people are taking their stress out on other people, and you can't do that. And so I just think that, you know, some people may not know how to handle it, you know, but I just want to give y'all some tips on how you can handle stress during the holidays. So yeah, the thing I want to talk about is ways to kind of like avoid holiday stress. Planning ahead is like a number one thing to me, because when you plan ahead, you kind of you have a plan, like you have a game plan of how things are gonna go. Yeah, you can't stick to it. That's another thing that you may not want. Don't get upset if the plan doesn't go, if things don't go as planned. But basically plan ahead. Like if you know you're gonna be cooking the Christmas dinner or a holiday or the holiday meal or whatever, don't wait till the last minute to go ahead and get the groceries or plan out what you're gonna have or select a caterer. Like try not to do that, because when it gets down to the wire and some things don't work out, or the plan falls through, you can kind of like, you'll be more stressed. But then if you plan ahead and that plan falls through like sooner, you will have more time to recover. So make sure you just plan ahead. That I feel like that eliminates stress right there. Will eliminate some factors to stress. right there. And then the second thing I want to say is like create a budget and stick to that. So like that's just for anything like that's like if that's for shopping, buying gifts for people. A lot of people around the holidays, they're already on short on money, you know, they may already be short on money and things like that. But like gifts, adding gifts on top of that, and then providing for the family, you know, like this is a tough time of year for a lot of people. So in order to get ahead of that, go ahead and create a budget so you can, and stick to that budget so you can know how much you're going to spend on gifts, how much you're going to spend on food, and how much you're going to spend on your, you know, like that you have to allocate towards the things that you want to spend. It's nothing wrong with spending money. It's just when you start spending money on things that aren't necessary, and then you don't have enough money to pay for the things that are necessary. That's when spending money becomes a problem. Always make sure your basic needs are met. You know, make sure you have a roof over your head, you have gas in your car, you have food and clothing. That's mainly what you need to really be you know, make sure you need to have. Gifts and things and everything for other people, for yourself, aren't really a necessity, you know. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're prioritizing, when you like how to spend your money and things like that. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to spend their money, but just kind of keep that in mind. Like, remember what's important. Gifts are not important, you know. Being around family and friends, that's important, and you don't need money to do that. Next thing on my list is, you know, like around this time, people, I mean, with COVID, a lot of people have lost their lives, and I'm so sorry that who's ever experiencing a loss. You know, there's so many lives have been lost, and people are trying to not only deal with this for 1 year, but the second year around with the same disease, the sickness or virus that's killing more people every day. So this is a really tough time, you know, for people. And you know, if you're dealing with a loss, make sure you take time to actually grieve. You know, that's the third thing. Make sure you take time to actually grieve, and don't take on too much. If you can't handle being around the family right now because your heart is so heavy because of this loved one's not here, that's okay. Tell someone, like, look, I can't come today, like, I'm not feeling it, like, I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I need to take this time to make sure I'm good. And that's all you can do, you know. But also try not to isolate too much. Try to stay around people that do love you. Kind of check in, let people know how you're feeling and things like that. So but just make sure you take that time to actually grieve. The next thing on my list is allow yourself extra time to travel. It's gonna be extra traffic. People are traveling. People are going to work still. People are going to school. Kids going to school. Well, I think school's out. I'm not sure, but you know, there's a lot of travel going on, and you know, if you're leaving the same day of Christmas, you know, try to get a head start. If you say you want to be on the I-10 by 10. If y'all know what movie that came from, let me know in the comments. But if you want to be on the I-10 by 10, don't be getting in your car at 10 o'clock. That's not going to work, because you're definitely not going to be on the I-10 by 10 because you're still in your driveway. Make sure you plan ahead. There you go. Plan ahead. Plan when you want to get in your car and go. And when there's if there's like an accident or something like that, guess what? You got plenty of time because you allotted that time for you to go and get on the road. So just make sure you just remember there's going to be accidents. There's going to be flat tires. People going to have to stop, go to the bathroom, get snacks and stuff like that, get gas. Like, just allow yourself that extra time to travel. And I know that's that's a really stressful thing. Like, when you're trying to get somewhere and you're pressed for time, you need to go, but you can't because everybody's driving slow. So just make sure that you're allowing allowing yourself that extra time to get to where you need to go. Another thing is learn to say no. I have a problem with that. I really do. If someone's trying to get you to say, hey, can you take care of the church Christmas program, and can you do hey girl, can you go Christmas shopping for me, or can you wrap these gifts for me, girl? Or your mama calling you saying, hey, can you help me put up the tree? And then you got your daddy calling you saying, hey, can you go to the grocery store and get all these. Learn to say no. And the people that care about you will understand. Don't take on too much that you cannot handle, and learn to say no, and remember that it's okay to say no, especially when you start to get too overwhelmed, because the holidays, you know, it can get pretty overwhelming. So just remember, say no. So the next thing is, if you're gonna be spending Christmas alone, try to find a family friend, a friend or someone or a community that's doing something for the holiday. Try not to spend it just in isolation. Just kind of prepare yourself. It's gonna be kind of hard. I spent a couple of Christmases by myself, and then the year before last year I spent Christmas with my best friend and her family, and that was so much fun. I mean, you may not have that if you like living across the country. If you're living overseas or whatever, you may not have family or friends or people that you know in your community that you can just go to. But try not to think about it as a sad thing. It's a good thing. Maybe plan some like event. Let's say, hey, I'm gonna make these gingerbread. I'm gonna make gingerbread houses today. I'm gonna try to make my bake cookies from scratch. You know, try to do something that's gonna kind of like occupy your mind, because it does get kind of lonely, because you're thinking about your family, you're thinking about your friends, you want to be around everybody. They're posting pictures and you know, online, and you know, you just kind of, you want the feel, you know, you got the feels. Okay, maybe even just kind of take time away from social media. Try not to look at it or anything like that, but I know the holidays can be hard when you are by yourself. So just kind of think of some activities that you can do to keep your mind off of it. If you need to, try to get out and go into public so you won't be home by yourself. Maybe see if, you know, they may have some parties going on. You know, somebody got something going on, even though it was COVID. But make sure you wear your mask, okay? But yeah, so try to get out of the house and try to do something. If that's you know, if that's just going to a restaurant and sitting down and eating or whatever. And then if you do have friends that live around you and you just go see your family, maybe tag along with a friend to go visit a friend and their family for the holidays. So you can always seek a professional. There's a lot of like resources out there where you don't even have to sit in front of an actual person. You can do telehealth. They have that. Like BetterHelp is really good. And you can find these resources through your employee assistance program, or EAP. Like, I didn't know that the EAP does all of that. Like, they have tons of resources. So you can just go to your boss and like, hey, what's the number to our employee assistance program, and they should know. Or it might be posted up in your break room or whatever. So yeah, that is all for this video. That was the very last tip that I had, and I'm sorry that this video is going up late, and I'm sorry I'm not in like the best mood, but yeah. So that is all for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope that you find that some of these tips help you find a good way to manage your holiday stress. I know the holidays are approaching rather quickly, but I didn't want to wait too long without posting this video. So yeah, so like I said, I really hope that you were able to take something important away from this video. Don't forget, I'll be posting videos every other day for Vlogmas, and then the last week of Christmas I'll be posting videos every single day. So if you enjoy the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a video. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.